Warning: do not attempt to perform any challenge or develop any mindset you are about to see. Viewer discretion is advised.
We got 315 on the bench, and this is going to be my first time ever getting it up. We got 315 on the bench. Let's get this. Whoa! Ah! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Let's just say this. I didn't hit. I failed 305 3 days ago, and I hit 315 today. Whew. Man! The set right before this, I fumbled. Weight hit the spot bar, looked like a teeter-totter going left and right. Man. Oh. Disbelief. I remember back when I was in high school, even back in junior high when I was trying to bench a 15-pound bar, and I couldn't do 25s on either side of it. You know, I was real small, 100 so pounds. In high school, I never thought I'd be able to get up, work up to a plate. You know, as you're working down the tree of weights, I never thought I'd get to a plate. I mean, I knew I'd push for it, but it seemed so far away. And then pushing towards 2 plates. And now, hitting 3 plates with my arms. I remember back hitting 3 plates on squat, you know, and that was crazy. So, man, you just gotta keep pushing whatever you're going for, because it'll come if you keep working hard enough. And truly, when they say one day, you're always gonna be one day away from success, whatever that may be. In my case, 3 days ago, I failed 305 pounds. Fast forward 3 days later, and I hit a lifetime PR of 315 pounds. In my case, I was 3 days away, but looking 3 days ago, you may not have bet I could hit 305 pounds, maybe not even 300 pounds, because it's only 3 days later, and I hit 315 pounds. Everyone has their own pleasures and goals you gotta work towards, but this is something I will remember for my whole life. It's in the archives. So, done with all the bench videos for a while. Maybe 405's next. We'll see. How's it going? Today's gonna be the first day of this challenge that you're gonna watch, and my idea is to get up to a 315-pound bench press. I would like to do a squat at some point, but my legs have been pretty destroyed from what I'm doing, so I figured an upper body goal for bench press would be a good start for now. Today being the first day, I'm going to see what I'm at. I haven't really maxed out on my bench press in a while, and I've never hit 315 pounds. In the past, I say past, it's really been probably 4 years or so. I was working up to a 500 pound squat, 315 pound bench, and the 500 pound deadlift, the big three for me. And there was a couple things that came up that deterred me, and then I ended up switching up my goals. But with me putting on some weight with that bulk and trying to get back into some strength stuff right now, I figured this would be a good time to hit this goal. So we're gonna get after it, see what the starting point is today, and my goal would be to hit this by next month. So today's February 11th, Super Bowl day, right? So we're in here, gonna see what we're at. And just a little disclaimer is to always practice with good form. I always find it hard watching online videos to learn, or when I see other people doing so, because you can watch someone do something, but you doing it, you may not notice the little mechanics, little things they're doing that you need to be doing to do the lift. So that's just a little disclaimer, not to go into a whole talk right now. I just wanted to say that when you get to heavier weight, there's a big emphasis on making sure you're doing your lifts correctly. And even if you're just beginning, no matter what weight you're lifting, it's hard to find good information out there who's really telling you what you need to hear versus what looks good, right? Because there's a lot of lifts that look good, even if you're doing it the wrong way for views. And it's hard as a viewer to figure out what's the right way I'm supposed to be lifting, without learning the hard way and getting an injury. And that's one thing I found. No matter how much I tried to lift correctly, when I creeped up to that 500-pound squat and 315-pound bench, there was little tweaks I needed to make because of how my body was adjusting to that weight. And for me, that was a lot of weight. And the highest I ever got with bench was a 300-pound bench. So that's my goal. I'm gonna see what I'm at today, because even though I've been training for the last years, I've never creeped back up to that 300-pound bench. And what deterred me was when I was getting to that heavier weight, the little tweaks in my body that were happening. And at that time, it wasn't really worth it to keep pursuing that when I had other goals in mind. And one of them, just looking simply, my wrist. You hear, sounds like a ligament maybe. If I move it a certain way, you'll hear that noise. And it's just little things that happen. Even when I was doing squat, maybe you're pulling something's not feeling right. And that's really why I want to emphasize, there's people lifting way more than that, right? There's people lifting 1,000 pounds. But I want you to learn that lesson now. Even if you're starting with the bar, practice how you're going to lift the bar as if you're lifting 500 pounds, because that's going to help you in the future. And just look for various sources. Don't look at one guy or one girl because you look up to them and it ends up being they give you the wrong information and you get an injury. So really do your research and homework, because the last thing you want is to have an injury that's going to affect you for the rest of your life, or put you out for the next few months or few weeks. All right, enough talk, but maybe I'll show a couple of sets leading up so you can get a look at it. But yeah, today's when we're going to find out what I'm starting at. Maybe show a couple more in between the end. But by next month, maybe that first weekend of March, so it'd be a month, I would like to be up to 315. And maybe that's not going to be that big of a deal. It's a month gaining to 315. But truthfully, I don't know what my starting point is. I don't know how hard it's going to be, how close I am or not. So that's what we're going to find out today. 225. Last time you saw me with this was New Year's Day. All right, let's get it. Hey, oh, yeah, about that, huh? That no tap and go really makes a difference. Yeah, it's a good lesson. You should probably train pauses more. You probably already know that if you're going for strength, go for pauses and then also train speed. But hey, we hit it, 225. Let's go. We got 245. Let's go. Dang, man. A little more weight than the last. 225 was not moving good. Could I say it's because I'm fatigued? Haven't gone real heavy in a while. The pause. Hey, either way, that's what makes it a challenge. It wouldn't really be a challenge if I was still, 15 pounds away. So we're gonna, each time I do it, I'm gonna work up to my max with just sleeves, and then I'm gonna throw on wraps to get the difference. I'm always gonna do sleeves first because these are just really some light compression. But then I'll throw on good ones I found. I'm sure there's lots of brands, but the ones that have worked the best for me is Larry Wheels PR elbow sleeves for elbow wraps. And once again, phenomenal compression and allowing you to overload for these workouts. So we'll throw those on, do one more set, and work out from there. So we'll see if this is it. But if I get this one good with the wraps, I'll move up. If not, we'll work up. We'll see how far we work up with these and then call it until the next workout. So re-rack this and then try it with the wraps. $245, here we go. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. See, these things are real easy to slide on yourself. Dang, bro. Yeah, see, those are, I feel like anytime I work out, circulation's getting cut off sometime. Like when I did all those squats, arms are always getting red. But yeah, can you be disappointed if you don't hit what you want? Yeah, I mean, you don't always get, not to give a talk, make it all sentimental, but just because you expect something doesn't mean it's gonna happen right now. Sometimes you gotta put in the work to get where you want, and don't take anything for granted. not to give a little talk, but see how close I was to hitting 315 years ago. I needed like 10 more pounds, and yeah, could you have just worked towards it? Yeah, but hey, that's what challenges are for. Yeah. So starting point right now, I guess I never hit it 245, so starting point's 225. Could I have hit 235? Possibly. I'm just thinking of where I'll be in a few weeks. Yeah, you can account soreness and fatigue for the numbers, but does that really matter? No, because I'm always going to be sore and I'm always going to be fatigued. I'm not taking off of my schedule to try and hit this. I'm just throwing it in as another challenge. So 225 to we could say, even if I'm at 235 to 315, it's gonna be tough, but I like that. I'm just kind of surprised I didn't hit any more than 225. Huh. But I just have a lot of things going through my head. But overall, 225. I ain't even gonna lie. It's like, 225 is good, but 225 to 315, that's a big jump. I thought it was gonna be a lot higher than 225. Huh. Oh well. Even with the wraps, it's just comical. Throw the wraps on. All right, yeah, we'll start with this. See how high I get. Work up to my next max with wraps. Don't discredit those wraps, because with the wraps, you'll get more. In my situation, I would not go off my situation, because who knows what's going on. I think my body, granted, I did the burpee challenge and the 100 squat challenge was a few days ago. So, does that make your body shot? Yeah. But once again, I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just gauging where I'm at. We'll get it done. We'll definitely get it done. I guarantee you that. Super Bowl's today. We'll see. First week of March, I'll be over 300 pounds on the bench. But that's just something to think about. If you're for powerlifting, you're gonna take weeks off to prep. Well, I'm not saying take weeks. I'm just saying, like how I do. I'm doing a bunch of random, versatile training. You're not gonna do that as much as if you're strictly going for a certain goal, like for power, or strength. In my situation, I have a lot of other things going on. So going for strength is just, a bench. That's just one small goal. And what I'm getting at is, it's something to think about, where when you're always fatigued, you may never hit that full potential of 100%. Like if you were prepping for a bodybuilding meet or a powerlifting meet, your max may be 70% with what you're working with. But what the difference is when you keep pushing your old 100%, if I'm never tapping into 100%, maybe it takes a few years, but that 70% you're working with in a few years is your 100% you have now. I just wanted to say that to give people hope, because I'm not discouraged. That's just life. You don't always hit what you think you're gonna hit. But if you're out there and you have bad days where you're not working out as hard as you want, or you're getting fatigued more, or you don't hit a number you prepped for, remember, if you're tired and hitting a workout and it's your 80%, Well, just keep pushing at that, because pretty soon your old 100% is going to be your 80%, and you're just going to keep rolling that ball over. So never lose track of your goals. Anything that comes up, just think of it as growth. Any challenges and obstacles you have to overcome, your body grows under stress. I think I put in the channel somewhere that quote, or maybe it was on Instagram. It's said many different ways, but rough sailors are made in tough. Rough seas make tough sailors. Rough waters make tough sailors. Something along those lines. Rough sailors make. I need to get out of here. Rough seas make tough sailors. No. If someone's still watching this, oh man. Rough seas make strong sailors. And the point of that is, hard things is going to make someone good. Think of a sailor, if you're doing a simulation on the computer, you're probably not going to be as good as the guy who made it through some hurricane on the ocean, right? The things you have to adapt and overcome, and things you can't learn from a book, because everyone is their own self, right? We all respond differently to certain situations. So until you put yourself out there under that stressful, situation or obstacle, and you overcome it, that's when the real growth is made. So that's all I got. I don't even know what to call it. I hit 225, missed 245. Whatever, maybe we'll call it 235. Truthfully, I don't know. We'll call it 225. So 225 to 315 in a month. Let's get it. All right, we're back. February 17th, 6 days after the Super Bowl, which marked my first day on the bench progress. So I'm going to show 225, because as you saw last time, I didn't quite hit the next number. So 225. Didn't move the best, but could always be worse. We're still going to give the next one a shot. $245, here we go. Round two. Yeah, about time, huh? All right, on to the next. Let's go. $255, 255 pounds. £255 right there. That's it. Alright. So 245 with compression. We're gonna work back up with the wraps and see if we get anything higher. We saw how that went last time. Last time I did not go up at all, but we'll see. Today's February 26th, so I've been working my way up, and this is 225. Felt pretty good. Felt actually heavier working up to that, so I didn't know how I was gonna go. And with that split kind of pause, it's feeling good. So we'll move up to 245. $245. Come on. Yeah. No, that didn't go as good as what you dream, right? But working up to 225 honestly moved better than I thought it would. Yeah, I just need to it's not moving like I'd want it to right now, but then again, I'm not putting enough work that I need to into this to make it move like I want it to. So I can rattle off excuses, right, for other things I got going on, but it doesn't matter. If I set this as a goal and I'm not doing everything necessary to get to it, then you can't be upset if you don't get where you want. Because if I'm not bulking up to try and hit that weight, you're probably going to need to, right? If you're trying to jump that much weight this quick in a lift, bulking is going to be your friend. And just things I can't control are going to be the strenuous physical activity and my other goals, but that's life. So until the next one, we'll see where I'm at. Okay, we're back on March 6th, 225. Gonna go a little wider for this last one. Oh. $265. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Alright, we'll do one. I say one more. I should have hope. We may do one, more than one, but we're gonna throw a 275 on with the sleeves, or with the wraps. $275, here we go. say the method I'm using for training, it's great for it. It's not great for hitting your peak number because I'm really stair stepping it up to my last set. So I'm happy with what I get to 255 and then 265 with reps. But what I'm saying is, if you're for a performance day when you're trying to work up to a top set, you want to keep some gaps in between it. So if I was trying to hit 265, which I hit with the reps ideally, my last set before that wouldn't be anything more than 245. Maybe I'd go 185, 225, 245, 265, or you could break it up even more. You could go 195, 235, 265. So for training, it's great to how I'm working up with compressions. So I'm doing 225, 245, 255, and then with the reps going up to 65. But if you're trying to hit a peak number and each set you're increasing by 10 pounds, you're doing a lot of extra sets than what you need to. But for training, it's great. So with all those sets I did, and I got up to 265, that makes me happy. That's a good sign, because that tells me when I'm fresh, I can hit 275 at least. So we'll come back. I don't know when we're gonna come back, but I'll tell you the date, and we'll hit that 275 and then see what we hit next. Whoa, we're going 255 raw. Let's get it. Whoa! Even hit the spot bar. We still got that pushed up. Now we're gonna do cuffs and then wraps. See how high we get. Let's go! I forgot to say in the last set, it's March 9th. But we got 275 here, and we're gonna hit it with some slingshot cuffs and rogue wrist wraps. I forgot to say in the last video, not the last video, that last set, it's March 9th today. And we got 275 here on the bench. Let's hit it. Nothing but cuffs. Damn it. Honestly, I forgot I was recording, so that's my raw reaction. Oh, it's just I keep hitting this bar sometimes, and it's a lot harder to push through when you hit the bar. But I want to have the bar without a spotter. So I'm feeling a lot better today. Not on my squat. I ended up doing training for the birthday squats today as well. Usually I've been doing them on the same day, which, depending which one I do first, definitely affects the other one. So my squat, my legs were still sore today before I did that, but my bench has felt amazing today. I'm feeling a lot stronger. Even on my squat, my legs are just sore, but I still felt stronger. But I'm noticing it on my bench. And that's because starting 2 days ago, I started a light bulk back up. And nutrition is key. If you don't have nutrition down or you don't understand it, how vital it is to your success, whatever type of athlete or whatever your fitness goals are, it is critical. I started this light bulb to help me achieve these goals and a couple other ones I have. It's only been 2 days and I'm just ramping into it, and it's been night and day. So food alone is is your natural steroid. If you're natural, no matter whether you're natural or not, food is gonna get you where you want to be. Kind of makes sense, especially with bench or when you're lifting weight. The more you weigh, the easier it is to move that weight. So I'm gonna throw the PR wraps on and crush it. $275 on the bench. Let's get it. We did get it. Truthfully, I'm not surprised because I sat here messing with these straps for 5 minutes. These wraps. Yeah. I wasn't really able to. No, that was frustrating because putting these on by yourself sometimes goes really good, but some days, if any of you have them, these PR wraps or straps, or no, wraps, sometimes they're cooperative and other times it's just a pain. So, oh well, it felt good up to that point. I'm happy with how the day went, so we'll see you next time. Okay, today's March 12th. We got 265 on the bench with nothing but cuffs. Let's get it. Yeah! Whoa! Oh yeah! Damn! I didn't know how that was gonna go. I did 245 raw, and it wasn't moving the fastest. And this too felt like it was about to stop at that middle, sticking point. But that was a good push through. Not a heavy grind on that one. Just I'd call it a push. That was a push. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Now we'll throw the wraps on and see what we go up. Today is March 24th, and we got 275 on the bench, nothing but cuffs. Let's get it. Well, we're still pushing. Not as quick as what I'd like, but I jumped from 225, I did that for 2 sets of 1, to 275. So that in itself is a PR for me, and I truthfully just wanted to try it because I've never made that type of jump for bench. So yeah, always make sure you're properly warmed up, make sure your joints are warm if you're ever making a jump like that. But to jump 225 to 275 and get it, that feels good. Man, I always see the big guys doing it, right? They're throwing on plates at a time. So, probably won't do that every time. But to have hit that makes me feel good. I'm not gonna go up after that last 275 because there was a big sticking point. So I'm just gonna get some more time under some weight. So we got 325 and I'm just gonna do a hold. Whoa. I didn't realize that was going to be such a shock to the nervous system. Holy cow. Wow. I'm feeling my heart beat after that. You hear that clanging? That wasn't for me repping it out if you had your eyes closed, and that wasn't the church bells going. That was my nervous system just shaking. Wow. It's only 50 more pounds than what I just pressed. But at the same time, with me acclimating this quick back to heavy weights to get up to 315, my body needs some time to adapt, and also it's probably shocked because I just did my birthday squats a few days ago. I did the tire flip a few days ago. I did the death by isometric bicep curl a few days ago. All within this last week span. So it probably is kind of shocked, but man, I was not expecting that. So with how that went, the 275 press went great because just doing that hold seemed a little rough with how much I was shaking. So I'm glad I did that. Maybe I'll do one more set real quick and then call it. So I'm not trying to do too much volume. I do enough volume. I'm trying to do recovery. So. Yep, there we go. That's it. Man, that's rough. And like I said, it's only 50 pounds more, but it feels like 500 pounds. So that was 325. So I had 275 today with cuffs, and then I wasn't counting, maybe 10 seconds, who cares. We did 2 holds to get some more time under the weight. And then next time we do it, I'm gonna do a proper warm up, or proper build up to a top set. But today I kind of had some fun with it and jumped from 225 to 275. And I got it, so that's a milestone for me. Until next time, we'll see where we're at. Today's March 27th, and this is just going to be a progress to see how the 225 is looking raw compared to when I began. So we got 225 on the bench raw. Feels a lot better than it did a month ago. Yeah, that's nice. Good feeling. Feels light. $275 on the bench. Let's make it low. $275 on the bench. Let's make it move a little faster this time. Yeah, get up there, come on. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Truthfully, I may have been a little too far back on the bench. Just the press didn't feel right. Yeah. truthfully, the press didn't feel right, and for me, this is getting to a lot of weight, and that's what I learned the last time I was working up to a heavy weight for more of a powerlifting style, and you really want to be on top of your form, especially as I creep past 275. The last few times, that's been my top set. But once I creep past that, I need to make sure it's top notch every time, because one mistake and that's when you'll get an injury. So, little things like always making sure you're warm, always making sure you're set up the same way. That's why no matter what level you're at right now, if you're just starting out and you can only lift the bar, start practicing like you're lifting 200 pounds, 300 pounds, whatever your goal is to get to. Every time you set up and every time you do the lift, do it like it's the big one. Because practicing how you're going to perform, doing it now is going to help you when you get to that top set, whether it's the same day or if it's months down the road. If you wait to start practicing the right way until you get to the heavyweight, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So that's my advice. Truthfully, I may give this one more shot here. Not because it's going to move easier than the last time. I barely got it that last time. I'm just going to do it to push it. I want to feel it out a little bit more. So no matter how much I get it up or lack thereof, I just want to get a feel for it, because that last one didn't seem, it didn't seem smooth with the motion. So it's just for practice. End of the day, hitting 275, I've hit it the last 3 times. That's awesome. Get that new minimum, 275. That's great for me. So now we're just playing. Oh boy. Oh. Talk about a grinder. I haven't grinded that hard in a while. You know what I'm saying? I grind throughout workouts. I'm doing a 5-minute AMRAP basically for those death by challenges. But rep for rep, that was a grind. But I wanted to play around with it to see how far I get. So I just kept pushing and I grinded that one out. Truthfully, the fact that I got 2 reps out of this bench at 275, that makes me happy. Yeah, they were both slow. Wasn't the best form on the first one. The motion was feeling kind of off. Second one definitely felt a little better. I adjusted my body back on, forward on the bench a little bit. And that definitely was an improvement. Yeah, this round, I've really noticed a big sticking point in the middle. I'm pretty quick out of the hole nowadays, but yeah, that middle and up from there, that's been pretty slow. But to get it 2 times in a row, that's pretty nice. Maybe I'll try it a 3rd time. Nah, no, getting it 2 times, that's awesome. So 275 again. Yeah. We'll see what we get to next time. Or it's 275 for 2 this time. So that is an improvement. So I just watched that video back on me hitting that second rep at 275, and I just realized after I saw I did not have cuffs on. So I forgot to put them back on, and it just shows to have confidence in yourself, because I barely got it the first time, I feel like, and I went back for a second time without cuffs, and it was definitely more of a grind, but I did get it. So that definitely is a good day today, hitting it
for 2 reps, and 1 rep was without cuffs. So we'll see what we get next time.
Today is March 30th, and we got 265 on the bench. Let's get it. Yeah. Ooh, that's moving good. Dang. I think we're gonna bypass 275 and go straight for 295. Throw them 35s on. Yeah, all right, let's get it. We got 295 on the bench, and that's going up. Damn! Hey, that was a grinder, but you know what? The last 3 times I've thrown 275 on the bench, nothing but cuffs, and it's kind of dragged. It's been a push. You know what I did today? I threw on 295. So, that's, you know, it doesn't always go like that. But what I was going to say is, so, just go after it sometimes. You don't know what's going to happen. If the last 3 times I work up to a 275 bench, and it's kind of going, man, you know, I'm pushing it still. I'm pushing it for 1 or 2 reps sometimes, or back-to-back sets. That's great, right? But if the same thing keeps happening, sometimes you just got to go for it and take that leap and throw on some more weight. Oh. Yeah. That's awesome. Because as you saw this time, I got it. And truthfully, I don't really know how, because that kind of moved like 275 did. But if I set myself up for 275, I don't know what my true potential is, because I'm doing more sets, you know, by the time I get to 275. So don't be afraid to change it up and go for something bigger. Because I could have worked up to 275 and got it, but then maybe I wouldn't have got this because I was toasted by all those sets working up to 275. So I just worked up to a 295 and I got it. So it doesn't always go like that, but when it does, it feels amazing. Because, you know, no matter how hard that grind is, it's only going to get easier from there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo! Oh, man. That feels good. 295 in the books. I think that might be a PR for doing it just with cuffs. I used to use the slingshot wraps a lot years ago when I was trying to go heavy. And I don't think I've ever got this high with just cuffs. So that's moving some weight for me. And man, I feel like this go around, you know, before when I did it years ago, I feel like I'm a lot faster out of the hole. And I think that's definitely what helped me grind through this one. Out of the hole, I got a decent amount of speed. And then fortunately, I was able to push through the middle to the top half. But wow, 295. Next one's 3 plates, 3 big ones. I always say keep pushing, but whatever you got going on, just go after it and see what happens. You know, it ain't gonna be easier tomorrow, so why not go for it today? If you set yourself up for a little goal, the best that's gonna happen is you're gonna hit a little goal. You know, if I aim for perfection, or if you aim beyond what's realistic in your own mind, and you miss it, well, you're gonna end up a lot higher than you would have if you aim for average, right? Always strive for your dream goal, you know. And if you're wondering if, you know, if it's so unrealistic you'll never hit it, how that's going to affect your mind, well, you should realize that you should be happy with any progress that's made. You know, it's kind of a flawed mindset to not to go into a whole talk, but you don't want to be the type where if you don't hit that dream goal, you know, you're so fixated on it that it needs to happen or you're not happy. That's going to hold you back because life changes. You may want to change goals, and if you're fixated on that, that's actually going to hold you back from growth. I would look at your end goals as a target that you aim towards on this unknown path, right? It gives you direction, but that direction can always change. And it doesn't mean you're going to get to the end, but everything you achieve in between that is going to be better off than just sitting, twiddling your thumbs, watching a TV show. All right, I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped, and if not, go get after something and start getting pumped up because it's a good day.
Have a good day today whenever you watch this.
It's April 1st, and we got 275 on the bench. Nothing but cuffs. There we go. Ooh, mean little push there. May have been a little bit back on the bench, but that felt pretty good. I'll have to watch it back. Thinking back on the last time I did 275, it seemed a lot smoother. You know, it still feels heavy, but not as heavy as it felt the last time I did it. So granted, I did hit 295 my last time I was down here, so 275 should be feeling easier, and it did. So I'll watch that back and we'll move up to 295 and hit it again. Whoa. We're back here again with 295. Nothing but cuffs. Let's get this. Dang, man. Sometimes it's like that. I couldn't get it past that threshold. I know last time I did it, it was definitely a grinder. And it's only been 3 days, not a whole lot of recovery. But I'm just trying to push the boundaries and see where I'm at. I'm just brainstorming what I might do. I might try it one more time. Just to try it one more time. I may not do anything, or I may drop it back down to 275 to get a couple more reps in.
So, if you see another video, I went on. If not, that's it.
It's April 5th, and we got 275 on the bench. Nothing but cuffs. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Say pushing through that middle quicker every time I do it. So let's throw 295 on and see if that moves quicker today. Let's get it. We got 295 on the bench, nothing but cuffs. Let's get this moving. Dang. Man, something was a little off on that one. Felt about halfway through, I think I lost a little tightness in my push. But truthfully, the rep went on so long I kind of forgot what happened. But I think definitely the tightness, keeping your core tight, I kind of let up on that, which definitely did not help the push. 275 moved good. That is a decent jump, 275 to 295, at least for me at this point. But hey, push through it. The first half, I'll have to watch back, the first half felt pretty good. But the second half, that was rough looking and feeling. But definitely losing the tightness. You know, if you do go heavy, you can wear a belt. That'll help you keep tight. That was just my own mistake for losing that. But overall, 295, that's the second time I've hit it, and the last time was probably about a week ago now. So that's pretty good. It's April 7th. And we're back here again with 275. I'm ready for this to move even faster. Nothing but cuffs. Let's get this. Nah. Weight's all feeling heavy today. Granted, last time I had bench maybe 2-3 days ago with 295. So it ain't the best. But I'm still moving it, and that's on the bright side. So I'm not gonna jump to 295, we'll throw a 285 on and see how it goes. $285, let's get it. Oh yeah. Gotta watch that back. Felt like it had a little bit of speed to it. Man. I'm think I'm gonna throw 300 on and go for it. So I'll watch that back. Either way, I'm throwing 300 on. So we got 300 on the bench. So you know what that means. No retreat, no surrender. Let's get it. That ain't it. Man. Should probably take a week off. Maybe lower end of a week, 5 to 7 days. Because the last few times I've been lifting on bench, it's felt heavy. And I'm truthfully grateful that I'm hitting 275 plus. Because it's feeling heavy at 225. So with all that being said, I'm still happy with where I'm at, and we'll see in a week where I'm at. So what I get, 290, I believe, or 285 I hit today.
failed on 300. And I did go raw, but it's all for fun.
Today is April 14th, and we got 275 raw. Oh, little push there. I don't know how long it's been since I benched, but I've been doing some other work. Still, maybe it's not moving fast, but for raw, for doing a couple warm-up sets, I'm still happy with it. We're still going in the right direction. And I got real sunburn today. That's no excuse. Just every time I lay on the bench, I'm feeling that back. It's on fire. But 275 raw, that's good. I think I'm gonna stop there just because I didn't want to go 100% max, because in a few days I want to hit it hard, heavy. So I didn't want to take too long of a break. It's probably been 5-6 days maybe. I'm not sure. 4 to 6 days I'd say. So yeah, we'll see it in a few days. Probably 3 days. Okay, it's April 16th, and we got 275 on the bench. Let's hit this. Nice. Felt like I was moving pretty good. Need to get a little tighter, but move up to 295. Yeah. Today is April 19th, and we got 275 raw. Ooh, yeah, that's moving good. Woo! Bumping up to 295 now with some sleeves. $295 on the bench. Let's get this. The dip at the bottom, I think the path was a little off. Just coming out of the hole didn't feel right. I'll have to watch it back, but the descent, probably should have controlled it a tad more, and things just get off. So we'll go ahead and watch that back and probably go up a little bit. We got 315 pounds on the bench. It's going up. It's going up another day. Wanted to try it for fun. And that's what it was. Today's April 23rd, and we got 275 on the bench. Let's get this up. We got it up, but it felt heavy. It moved kind of smooth, but kind of slow. Might not be warmed up enough. It's the question. Am I not warmed up enough, or am I still sore from the previous workout? We're gonna find out. We're gonna keep pushing up, but that 275 was not too promising. $295, let's get it. Jeez, bro. I still pushed it up, which with how 275 went, that's good. But man, it ain't feeling as fresh as what it should be. $295. I'll watch it back. It wasn't a complete grinder, but there was a solid push in there. So I'll watch that back. Maybe I'll bump it up a little, or maybe I'll just go for 315 again. Maybe I won't do anything. You'll see it. If you see another video, I went for it. $305 on the bench. Let's get this up. Oh. No push left after that 295. Man, that's rough. Today's April 26th. We got 275 on the bench. Let's get this. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Whoa. Oh, we're getting 315 today. Let's go. $295 on the bench. Let's get this. Good out of the hole. A little off track on the way up, but we're moving up. We got 315 pounds on the bench, and this is going to be the first time I ever pressed this up. It's the downside of not having a spotter when you hit the spot bars. Looking back, could have called it a lot quicker, but not gonna give up a fight. That teeter-totter, it's a lot harder when you hit a spot bar to get back from it. Truthfully, I may just try one more time, just because I'm all riled up now. I don't like it when it hits the spot bar because it leaves the unknown. Could you have got it or not? Because it does throw off your press. So I'm gonna get it set back up, hit it one more time.